if even the Catholic Church is judging you for how you treat children, you're done up.
President Donald Trump's zero-tolerance immigration policy, which has resulted in the children of illegal immigrants being separated from their parents when they're caught, has been widely met with criticism, and on their Monday shows, the late-night hosts shared their feelings about the policy. On CBS's Late Show, Stephen Colbert took aim at Secretary of Homeland Security Kirstjen Nielsen, who tweeted that there is not a policy in place that separates families at the border.
Then why are you locking up kids in an abandoned Walmart? Question mark, exclamation point, colon, with your head up it.
Colbert also took issue with Nielsen for saying in a White House briefing that it's questionable if the families crossing the border are in fact families.
Who can tell if these weeping toddlers are part of a family? They might not even be toddlers. They might be adults with shoes on their knees.
Colbert also called out White House senior policy advisor Stephen Miller's comments, in which he described separating children from their parents as a potent tool for stopping migrants crossing the border.
Which is fitting, because I've always thought of Stephen Miller as a potent tool.
NBC's late-night host Seth Meyers also slammed the Trump administration for their hardline and cruel border policy. During his Closer Look segment, he pointed out Trump's kind words and sympathy for his former campaign chairman, who was sent to jail this week for witness tampering, but the lack of anything similar for the children separated from their parents at the southern border.
Now, if this policy strikes you as monstrous and inhumane and cruel, then you're a decent person. In other words, you're not Attorney General Jeff Sessions.
He also criticized Press Secretary Sarah Sanders and Policy Advisor Miller, saying,
"Wow, you know you're evil when you actually want credit for a policy this cruel. Miller's like a serial killer who leaves clues for the police."
Myers ended the segment with these somber words. "This policy is monstrous and morally repugnant, and it is being done in our name. Any elected official who doesn't call for an immediate end to it is complicit, and anyone associated with it should resign in disgrace." Over on Comedy Central's Daily Show, Trevor Noah lambasted the administration's racist policies and for trying to inch closer towards their goal of being the Norway of the West. Noah said the untold cruelty of putting children in cages wasn't defensible, unless, of course, you worked at Fox and Friends, where apparently that cage is not a cage.
I never ever thought I'd hear a positive spin on detaining children. She's like, look, I'm a cage half full kind of guy, you know. After all, what is a chain link fence if not a wall made of silver linings?
To watch full clips of the late night host taking on the controversial immigration policies of the Trump administration, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.